Probably, you lose track of time over the years, but 18, 19 years now, coming to 19 years on the Gold Coast, out of the pretty well the one office and in the one area. So it's been a pretty interesting journey over that time, and none more so than in the market we're currently in. I haven't seen anything like it in the 18 years. So we're now around 48 staff, so we're a reasonable sized office. We've got sales staff of around 24, 25, including PAs and that kind of thing. So we're a reasonable sized office, plenty of property managers and customer service, marketing people, contracts people, and everything that goes with it. So, and we're also now linked with 6 other offices. So we went from LJ Hooker to Nerang to now we're part of the LJ Hooker Solutions Group, which is a conglomerate of 6, 7 offices. The main challenges now is stock and listings, and then even when you have stock, it's managing that effectively and getting mileage from that and making sure that you're maximising your price for the owners, because it's easy to sell any home at the moment, but are you getting the best price for that home? And it's being able to efficiently manage the offers process. Like I had a home the other day, I had 43 offers on it. That's insane, nuts. And so how do you do that? And that's where you guys come in, because it's without that. Can you imagine me with 43 pieces of paper going, oh, hang on, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, hang on, here's another, and nightmare stuff. So you need an efficient platform to assist with that. Probably 2 years. It'd be coming up 2 years, and so we were playing with it. Myself and one other agent from the office. As we were saying, I met you probably a few years ago at a conference, and we thought we'd just have a play with it. And myself and one other from the office was playing with it before COVID to try and, I guess, find a better solution to what we were doing with multiple offers and things like that, because there's a lot of heartache and pain with your traditional multiple offer process. So, you know, the main pain point is resolving that issue, the multiple offers, and maximising the competition and efficiency around that, and I guess being transparent, fully transparent to the owners, and being able to have that reporting that you can utilise in front of owners, show them the rankings and how that competition works to maximise price. So that was the number one. But through the course of those couple of years, I've found it's been an amazing listing tool. Like when I can sit down in front of an owner now and show them the results we're getting and how we're getting those results, that it's not just chance and just sticking it up online, and there's a process to it. And when I can, like, my phone now is my case studies. I hardly use my listing presentation. This is my case studies. When I can show an owner the results and wheel out and show them one of those seller reports and the results and how we achieved it on the last home, you can see the penny drop. They love it. So that was the second thing by default, that it was a great listing tool. And the owners love the transparency of it, and they can see how it maximises their sale price. So it's, you know, it's very easy when there's not many others in the area using it to show yourself as a point of difference, you know, because the perception is we are all the same. Well, we're not. We all know there's differences in experience and technology and process and all that kind of thing. So this is an excellent way of showing that. And then the third one was, once again, by default, is protecting valuations. Like, all of us in this market are coming up against valuers who we're getting prices that there's no other homes in the area to stack up the valuations. But if I can show them a report where I've had 20 offers on the home and there's 4 or 5 other people within $10,000 or $20,000 of that offer, and we're talking to a valuer saying, well, if you don't value this one up, here's another 4 people you're going to be valuing up tomorrow. They're like, and for them, it's about covering risk with the banks. So if you can help them cover their risk, they love it. And so it's multifaceted, and you guys probably never thought about that when you're designing this platform, but there's, you know, for me, it's there's a lot of uses for it. It adds credibility and transparency too. It's not just an agent saying to a valuer, oh mate, I had 10 offers on it and here it is. You know, it's the same with owners. It's being able to evidence and transparently show them the process and where we're at with that process, and they love it. Look, it's apart from all the normal conversations you'd have at a listing, it's when you get to the evidence stage of talking through some of the results that we're achieving in the area, because quite often you may be there because of a result you've achieved in the area. So the conversation then turns to, let me show you how we're achieving some of these premium results. You know, it's not by chance, and there's a process behind it, and we use an online offers platform, and this is how we use it. You know, it's not by chance that we're achieving those results, and I'm then taking the owner through it and explaining the power behind rankings and providing transparency to buyers, because it's not just about, buyers love it too, so it's not just sellers. We're finding that buyers love the fact that they're getting a legitimate opportunity to submit a revised offer. Yes, you can rank it as many times as you like. I take them through that process. I prefer to just rank it once, bring it to a head quickly, and then it reverts back to a normal multiple offer process where I might go back to the top 2 or 3 people to give them a final opportunity, which could be their second or third opportunity to submit a revised price. And it's been quite successful, and owners love it. You know, the fact that it is transparent, they can see that, and they're seeing it in front of them. And seriously, you can see the penny drop and then go, wow, this is just, so you nearly know that you've got them once you've taken them through that. And that's a real point of difference. And then, you can talk about the credibility around, ask other agents how are they managing multiple offers? You know, are they still using paper? Are they still, what are they doing? Because everyone will say, yeah, we've got multiple offers and we're doing really well. And well, how are they doing? And assess that for yourself as an owner. You know, how would you, one as a buyer and as an owner, how would you perceive those offers to be handled? You know, is it efficient? Is it in our best interest as an owner? So I spend a bit of time on that, and then obviously would progress through the rest of the discussion. But you know, that's a real point of difference, especially when, you know, there's not bucket loads of agents in the area using it. So 9 times out of 10, you're not up against anyone else who's using RESO. They could be using other platforms, but you know, most haven't adopted that kind of technology as yet, which is a good thing. So keep it quiet. Don't spread the word. You know, and that's the reason. And agents, we're all super busy, and it's like, oh, and there's that much technology coming at us. Like, I think I counted the other day, we're probably using 10 different technology platforms. By the time you add them all up and all the add-ons to your CRMs and your active pipes and your proposal systems and all that kind of thing, there's that many different platforms that you're using now. And as an agent, when you're so busy, you're trying to find the headspace to jam one more piece of technology and another process in there don't want to worry about all that other stuff. But you know, this gives you more capacity to do and become more efficient. So yeah, 100%. It's so much more efficient. I couldn't imagine now going back to what we used to do, and there's even a couple of people in our office who are still doing that, and I just look at it and go, oh, what are you doing, guys? You know, like it's just, it doesn't make sense to me anymore not to do that. And I'm even using the RESO platform now as part of my auction process for my auction properties, is to introduce it as part of that as somewhere where clients and buyers can access documents on the property and contracts and building and pest reports. And if you're interested in submitting an offer prior, you can do it here as well. And we'd encourage that. And so it's, once again, it's transparency for owners. They're seeing legitimate offers from buyers. And look, they should all be legitimate offers, but the perception is sometimes from owners, oh, it's just the agent bashing us around the ears with these offers, and
Yeah.
well, there's none of that with this. This is a transparent process that shows legitimacy and credibility for the owner. Well, I'd love to say, don't use it, it's hopeless, it's terrible, but look, if you're not using it and you're still using paper systems and all the rest of it, you're crazy. You're like, get on it, and learning it it's not difficult. It's not, if someone like me, I'm 55, you know, I'm nearly in a wheelchair. If I can get on it and learn it, anyone can. And it wasn't difficult, hey? And it makes you so much more efficient, less stressful, less stress with buyers, because you know the angst you go through with the old manual system, and you know, just being able to manage buyers more efficiently, and then feeling like they've had the opportunity to give it their best shot. Whereas sometimes under the old system where you'd say, hey, you've got one shot at it, give us your best shot, no one gives us their best shot. And you go back to them and say, sorry, you're unsick, and they go, what? Hang on, I could have paid more, like I didn't have a chance. And so that they love this system as well, you know. So it's a no-brainer. I know I've ranted on about it, but it's a no-brainer. Get on it, use it. RESO, love it.